Now to a story of a fifth grade teacher in one of the largest school districts in the country. Megan Garrett has felt the impact the pandemic has had not only on her students but fellow teachers as well. Yet despite the hardships of the last few years, she says she wouldn't trade her job for the world. Check it out. Lifelong Maryland resident Megan Garrett is a beloved teacher at James Ryder Randall Elementary School. This educator is going above and beyond for her students while also giving back to her community. Her job and her students mean the world to her as teachers in her district have been facing pandemic-related challenges.
Our educators have struggled with the balance between teaching the content that our students need to learn and meeting their social, emotional, and personal needs in order to make sure that our students are present, engaged, and ready to learn each and every school day.
With many of Megan's students coming from underserved communities, she makes sure school supplies and food are accessible to every student in need, and most of the time, that money comes out of her own pocket.
She's just one of those exceptional educators. Students don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And that is exactly what Ms. Garrett provides to our students each and every day. Not only is she their teacher in the classroom, but they can go to her for anything, not just her students, but their families and parents as well.
Megan's #1 rule in the classroom: have respect for each other and each other's differences, because unity is everything. And we are so happy, everybody. Welcome Megan Garrett, teacher, our superstar teacher. And I'm sure one of the first things you would say, there's so many deserving teachers out there. Absolutely. My mom's a retired fifth grade teacher as well. But what are some of the new challenges that came up? It sounds like so many more of the emotional needs of the kids are now needing to be tended to since the pandemic.
Yeah, so absolutely. So since the pandemic started, you know, the social, emotional learning of students, I wouldn't say it's been on the back burner, but since they haven't been in person learning, you know, just as those basic is people skills and interacting and communicating is lacking. So it's just, you know, is making sure that everything is okay as for students emotionally, and when it comes to is them, you know, the basic things like is their personal needs, coming to school and making sure that is they're not hungry, you know, is just starting at the basic needs, because we can't learn if we are facing things in our personal lives.
Do you have to start, it seems, right, you're an educator, your job is to educate, get them ready for life, the next grade, the next test they have to take, but how much of your job is starting even, but it sounds like you got to make sure they're not even hungry sitting in the classroom.
You know, it's my job. It's 24 hours, and even though we have summers off, no, we don't. It's a 24-hour job is all the time. Just making sure that everything is met and our kids are okay. And I do call them as my kids, even though, you know, as I didn't birth them, but they're my kids, they're my babies, and I'm, you know, that mama bear to them.
I could guess what your answer to this is going to be, but do you ever even have brief moments where you do get frustrated, where, man, I wish I could focus on my job and strictly educate this kid, and there are more resources available to where they come in the class already prepared? Do you have those moments where you get frustrated that other people aren't doing a good enough job, or the kids are being let down somewhere else?
You know, as I do, but that's when it just comes into, you know what, Megan, is you just have to realize that you can't control everything. So you got to focus on your kids and your classroom, and then start branching out from there.
Dr. Ashton, it turns out you two have something in common.
We sure do. So we heard you got engaged last year. So I want to hear all the details about that. When, where did it occur, and when is the wedding?
Okay, so it would actually happen at school, because again, I'm very dedicated there, and Chris was like, you know what, I guess let's just do it there. So I was in a staff meeting, and it was an unexpected staff meeting, and they called us down there, and I was like, what's going on? Like, is there an emergency? Is what's happening? And then Chris came out of nowhere, and I was just like, is this the moment? Oh my goodness. Is this really happening right now? Right here in front of all these people? Okay, all right.
And when's the wedding?
So December 17th. So it's
this
coming,
year?
Yeah.
Okay, right
approaching.
behind me.
Yeah, how long you all been together?
So almost, it'll be 6 years.
Okay.
Yes, it's been a while.
Chris.
It's been a while.
Oh, Chris. He's in studio. We're giving him a heart.
It happened.
Okay.
Better late late than never, Chris.
That's kind of what that sounded like, right? Okay, but before we let you go, we shared your story, certainly with our viewers here, but we shared it with other folks who, including Scholastic. They heard your story. They wanted to help out. So on their behalf, James Ryder Randall Elementary is receiving $10,000 in Scholastic dollars for books and supplies. There it is. There it is. So no, we know that's going to help out, but also you talk about the kids and feeding the kids. So Kind Snacks is providing $5,000 worth of assorted products for the students, some snacks in your class. That is just, that is just a portion. That is yours, but that's just a fraction of it. And again, look, teachers, we wish you got paid more, but all this is coming out of your pocket. We know that's going to go a long way. Now, we are not done there because the Kids in Need Foundation and Scholastic have actually teamed up, and they are giving 300 backpacks full of school supplies. Every student in the school. Every student in the school.
Thank you.
And that.
And there they are.
Yes. Man, you are going to have a lot of checked baggage going back home. And one last thing here. This is something where we personally want to thank you. And for you, and Chris, this is for you as well. You all are going to set sail on the all-new Disney Wish on a 4-night cruise vacation to the Bahamas.
No way. Thank you.
Yes. This includes world-class dining, adult exclusive spaces, Disney entertainment, and a day at Disney's private island paradise. Megan, we wish we could hang out. Oh, now he wants to show up after 6 years.
I'm already there.
Now he wants to show up. No, I'm kidding.
TJ, you ain't gonna be bad at me,
This is Chris. This is Chris. We've been giving him a hard time. But look, Megan, look, I will let you have a final comment here, but there are a lot of deserving teachers, but we're happy we can honor you.
No, look, thank you for everything, and I appreciate everything here. This has been a great moment is for us, and especially as my students and my school and everything. And you know, there's been times as Chris and I, as we've struggled, because anything extra that we have is we try to give back into the kids. So this as much is deserving to my students, and thank you so much.
I'm just thinking about the luggage fee.
No, you were good.
Well, don't worry.
Thank you for everything.
Okay, thank you, Megan, really. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's an absolute pleasure. Congratulations to you both.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.